Hey everybody, welcome to a very impromptu edition of your Sunday Q&A for Omnibros Live. It's your boy Gio here, filling in for the regular Omnibros. I'm going to be taking in some questions and talking about whatever you guys want. So yeah, welcome to another installment of everybody's favorite stream on YouTube when it comes to collected editions, uh, manga, all that fun hijinks. That's Omnibros live here on the Omnibus Collectors Network. So thank you everybody for tuning in. Of course, I have to give a massive shout out to the folks at In Stock Trades, our wonderful sponsor, where you can get your collected editions, whether it be an omnibus, trade paperback, epic collections, hardcovers, trades, uh, complete collections, manga, whatever it may be. You can get it at instocktrades.com, up to 50% off in discounts and loyalty discounts. Tack on an extra 2% to that. If you make an order of $50 or more, you get free shipping. That's when you visit instocktrades.com. So shout out to them. Thank you for sponsoring Omnibros. Thank you to the chat for joining. Eric, Rick, Edgar, my buddy Mystic Lion, Chess Rockwell. Welcome back, sir. Hi, Gio. Always great to see you. Happy Sunday. Happy Sunday to everybody. I hope everybody's enjoying the weekend, having fun. James, the Geo Show takeover 4 days in a row with a Geo. Yeah, plus tomorrow too. That's gonna be fun. Do you have any minute? I have an hour to chat with you guys, more or less, a little close to an hour. What shirt you are you wearing now? Can you show it with standing? Nice tees you have there. Thanks. I'm not gonna stand, but it's just Overwatch parody shirt with Winston and Tracer. Geo, us Vinland Saga fans are getting extra mega doses of testosterone soon as season 2 of Vinland Saga got revealed. Any thoughts in your progress on the manga? I read the first hardcover. That's about it. I do apologize on that, but I do know what happens at least up until volume 4, thanks to the anime, because that's what it covers. I'm really excited to continue going past that to see where the story's headed. And hopefully I can catch up before season 2 starts airing. That's what I'm aiming for. Happy Sunday, Hip Hop Jess. That, I believe, that avatar has to be from the 90s episode. That was one of the first themed episodes that we ever did on the channel. Interesting. I bought Small Soldiers on DVD yesterday. Whoa, my dude, I remember going to the theater to watch Small Soldiers. That's awesome. I think it holds up because it's practical effects, the toys and stuff. Yeah, I think it holds up. I don't know, but that brings some nostalgia. Thank you for that. Did you have a chance to see the first episode of What If? I did. Let's review it. The first episode of What If premiered on Disney Plus. Let me bring up the data entry for it because I forget some of the names and people involved. So the first episode, the first season premiered August 11th. It will be 9 episodes, concluding October, and it is part of Phase 4. Second season is in development, and first episode is called What If Captain Carter Were the First Avenger. So when What If was first pitched, the idea was like each episode would tackle a different MCU film and show you an alternate scenario for it. I'm all up for that. I love Elseworld tales. I love alternate stories on established characters. That's really fun that you can do that. Sometimes they're more hit or miss, but they're good. They're good. They're fun little adventures that you can have with your favorite characters. So with this one, they started with the first Captain America movie, and in this one, shenanigans occurs, and Peggy Carter is the one that ends up taking the serum, so she becomes Captain Carter. As Roger becomes the pilot of what's the name of that thing? The Hydra Stomper. In theory, that all sounds fantastic. However, I think I think you needed more episodes to, or at least another episode to properly flesh out that story, because half of it was greatly paced, in my opinion, and then the finale for that first episode, I just found it a little bit rushed, and the resolution with the main villain, Red Skull, and what happens when they, without spoiling things, when they open something, that was just kind of a little bit all over the place for me, and it felt a little bit rushed. It sets up some interesting things, and of course, the internet went wild with rumors, speculations. There are already video essays on how What If will impact the Marvel universe, and you even saw some of the producers stating that if these episodes are popular enough, they might consider doing full length movies. I I kind of disagree with that statement, because these are just yes, they're what if storylines, but let's face it, they're rehashes of Marvel movies. I don't think regular audiences would be down to watching the same thing all over again with minor tweaks here and there. I think it's perfectly fine as an animated series. But it was fun. The voice casting, I appreciate that you got most of the movie actors back. Haley Atwell does a really good job, but then you had somebody like Sebastian Stan. I thought he was pretty bad voicing Bucky in animation form. Like, I was cringing hard on that. And shout out to Josh Keaton for filling in for Steve Rogers, voicing Captain America, or the Hydra Stomper. I thought he did a good job replacing Chris Evans. But yeah, that's just my take on it. I know people will disagree. A lot of people love the show. That's completely fine. I'm also not a huge fan of the animation. Art style is fun. The art style resembles comic books, that poppy art. But the actual animation and fluidity and movement, all that stuff, I wasn't a fan of whatsoever. But whatever. It's just my lonely opinion. The series will be a success regardless. But episode one, I thought it was just okay. Agreed. Stan did not even sound like Bucky. It was pretty bad. I didn't want to sound mean or anything, but when I was watching the episode, I'm like, Stan, you should stick to on camera acting then. Eric, also just to flex on the chat, my Tokyo Ghoul re box set came in on Wednesday. Nice. Looks nice next to my other box sets. That is awesome, my dude. Congrats. I'm not going to watch What If. I prefer 2D animation like Lion King. Yeah. I just don't like that they went with that 3D, whatever they're doing, and the lighting, I guess, is fine or whatever, but it's just really awkward. I didn't like it. The one episode I am looking forward to, however, are the Bozeman episodes, because I think he's going to be in more than one, because he's listed as a recurring character. And the zombies, the Marvel Zombie episode, I'm really looking forward to that. Hopefully that looks better. But everything else, like, yeah, well, I'll watch it because it's fun, and I love animation is my favorite genre when it comes to movies and TV, so I'll watch it. Maybe I'll do a full length review when the whole thing airs. Oh, sorry. What If is a great example that not all film actors are good at voice acting. Remember Tobey Maguire's awful voice acting in the PS2 Spider-Man game. Yep. Not everybody's trained for that. That's why there's always this prejudice and mistreatment when it comes to voice acting. A lot of people in the industry look down on that stuff, but you have to have some real talent for that stuff. I love that. That has always been a dream job for me. Peggy Carter became a killer, killing people left and right. She killed more people than Steve Rogers did. Yeah, that was pretty violent. It was a bloodless episode, if I remember correctly, but it was violent as crap. Chris, thank you for joining, buddy. Got my SHF Avengers Assemble Hulk yesterday. It's the best Hulk figure out there, in my opinion. I believe you. That thing looks really cool. Um, yeah. Oh, the collector. I always look towards this emoji of the popcorn. I think it's popcorn or butter ice cream. I don't know. Gary, thank you for joining. Not much. So yeah, what if? And I did forget to mention Jeffrey Wright as Watu is awesome. Really enjoy his performance as the Watcher. And there's a, without spoiling anything, if you haven't watched the first episode, somebody shows up towards the end, and I already saw articles like, could this lead into this other movie and this other thing? I'm like, maybe, but probably not. It's just a throwaway, but I don't know. I think it could be that character. I would like it to be, because I don't think we'll see him, whatever, in a movie. But I want it to be. If you know what I'm talking about, you know what I mean. Anyone watched Titan season 3 forgot how much I enjoyed that series. I've always wanted to watch it. I haven't seen a single episode. I'm not one of those haters. I'm like, it looks cool, I'll watch it. It's just I keep forgetting. What are your thoughts on the Logan movie? I really enjoy it, but I think I've seen it like 3 times. The first time in theaters, it was amazing, but it's sort of a double-edged sword, because when you start watching it, you're like, yeah, Marvel movie, X-Men, a superhero movie, and then it turns into this operatic sad fest near the end, which is greatly done, but I get so bummed out at the end. I'm like, man, that was such an emotional roller coaster. So it always tricks me. You go in expecting a action superhero romp and go out with a deeper understanding of life and pathos for these characters. Thoughts on the upcoming Uzumaki anime? That is one of my most anticipated shows. It sucks that we couldn't have it this year. I think it's coming out next October 2022. Let me check on that. Uzumaki. No. Is it 2022? Anime. Yeah, October 2022. So we have to wait a while. But I'm excited. I love that it's in black and white and it's replicating the manga, but it's not like motion comic-esque. A lot of people like to do that to save cost on the animation. It looks solid. Plus, they got the guy that did the score for horror movies like Hereditary and stuff like that. So it has that extra feel, and I think it's going to be something impactful. Hopefully, it rocks. Because I don't know if you guys have seen the Junji Ito Story Collection anime. That sucked. I did not like any of that. Guys like Robin Williams definitely had pull when it came to voice acting. Other than those megastars, at what point is the director at fault for letting subpar performances exist? Casting directors, man. And man, thank you for joining, by the way. Casting directors. And here's the thing. They still have the mentality that you need celebrities to sell movies and animated shows and all that stuff, when there are perfectly fine, wonderful voice talents out there that can do the job and make an amazing movie. But no, we got to have celebrities, because people want to watch that movie because of the celebrities in it, not because of the actual movie plot. Titans episode 3 was crazy. I like that they included Red Hood. That's awesome. I never would have imagined. It's such an easy character to pull off, but yet I never imagined somebody making it happen in live action. So I'm excited. I want to see it just for that reason. Do you still enjoy Overwatch? I used to play a lot, but it was pretty toxic to play. Not sure if I want to go back. I play Overwatch on PlayStation 4. I stopped playing. I just took a long break, and I occasionally play a round or two, but I don't voice chat. I'm old school in that I don't really. I'm not down with the dynamic yet of putting on a mic and talking to complete strangers. Like I'm not of this generation, I guess. So I just play without a mic, and because I know my way around the map and what everybody's supposed to do, so we can still win and stuff without communicating. I do have a bunch of friends that get together and play that stuff, and used to play a lot with them, just with them. So it was always fun. But random people, nah, I'm good. This Titan season is the best so far, but is the worst interpretation of Batman in any media. Wow, damn. I love Titan season 1 and season 2, but season 3 a little too fast paced for me so far. Universe, thank you for joining. Yeah, Batman is very off, but loving Titans. Cool. What is your favorite Doctor Strange writer? I haven't read a lot of Doctor Strange, but I always go back to what's the story called? The one shot. Uh, oh my God, The Oath from Brian K. Vaughan. I really enjoy that book. I'm not the biggest fan of Doctor Strange. I much prefer Doctor Fate, to be honest, when it comes to comic book doctors. Speaking of Giga, Chad manga getting anime. Part 6 of JoJo's is coming this year, boys. Yeah. I'm excited. I hate the fact that it's Netflix. I'm not a fan of Netflix, and Netflix jail sucks for anime, especially if you're collecting it. And right top of my head, right there, I have the JoJo's Bizarre Adventure sets, parts 1 through 5. I don't think we're going to see part 6 collected on Blu-ray anytime soon, unfortunately, unless you import it. Or who knows? Could be a contract thing and they release it soon after, next year. I don't know. Talking about voice acting directors, that's why Andrea Romano is the GOAT. Yeah, she has a great ear for talent. Only game I ever played with a mic online was Call of Duty Blackout, and I only played with people I knew. Yeah, I don't want to. I don't want to play with random strangers. I don't know who they are. I don't know their mentality because I play video games to have fun and relax. I'm not competitive in any sort of way. I just enjoy the story, have fun, goof around, and that's it. I don't take things seriously when it comes to gaming. I'm in it for the experience and the plot. So I don't play a lot of multiplayer games. I'm going to buy a PS4 Pro in a couple months. I'm going to let the library build on PS5 before I pick one up. I had a PS4 Slim, but it broke. I would do that. But if you already have the money and you can find a PS5, do that. Because you can play almost everything from the PlayStation 4 library. Plus, you got the PS collection, the PS Plus collection. That's my recommendation. However, if you don't want to go that route, PS4 Pro, go for it. Gio, have you read Dorohedoro? If so, do you recommend? Absolutely. I haven't made a video on my channel. Excuse me. But it's a really fun manga. I highly recommend it. Super chaotic. Takes just a little bit to get going. But once it does, you're in for a wild trip. It's really awesome. And those visuals are phenomenal. They're so chaotic, messy, grungy, just dripping with style and personality that it's unlike any other sequential art out there, in my opinion. You need a good director to actually direct the talent, although the megastars probably walk in there and have free reign. Yeah. Screaming Fingers, yeah. Not my preferred branding. That's why I don't highlight it, and I have my head tilted there because I hate that name. But yeah, got it early July. To follow up on recommendations, what are you reading right now? What am I reading right now? I am currently working on a video for my channel on the Godzilla Half Century War, making a review on that. I'm currently going through To Your Eternity, the manga, because I want to make like a nice video essay type video on that series, reviewing like the first major arcs. So that would be 12 volumes. So it takes a while. And what else am I reading? Oh, I got number 5. I don't have it here with me right now. I have number 5 from Taiyo Matsumoto that I am super excited about, and I highly recommend. If you don't know, and I'll share some pictures in a little bit so you guys can see the art. Um, if I had a co-host with me, I could go grab the book, but I left it somewhere. Not, it's not here. Let me pull up the description because the description explains it better than I can. Very Mobius-esque, I can say that much. It is a story. It's going to be 6 omnibus editions or 6 thick manga. Powerful imagined vision of the future from the creator of Attack on Kinkrit in a world where most of the Earth has become a dark. Take 2. In a world where most of the Earth has become a harsh desert, the Rainbow Council of the Peace Corps has a growing crisis on its hands. Number 5, one member of a team of superpowered global security guardians and a top marksman have gone rogue. Now the other guardians have to hunt down number 5 and his mysterious companion, Matryoshka. But why did number 5 turn against the council, and what will it mean to the future of the world? I love that description. Everything you need to know, it's right there. And it's Taiyo Matsumoto, so you're going to get really stylized, gorgeous art. A very Euro comic feel. I highly recommend it. First volume dropped last month, and you can get it for cheap at our wonderful sponsor, IST. See, that rhymed. So, yeah, enjoying that for sure. And just random books here and there. I'm not getting a lot of big 2 books, or none actually. So it's mostly indies and manga for me at the moment. Let's see. Kyu Hayashida. Yeah, she's awesome. Are you looking forward to Ghostbusters Afterlife? Not something I want to see in theaters, but yeah, I'll watch it. Looks fun. Everything Matsumoto has done is amazing. Yes. I have Sunny and Tek on Kinkrit. I don't have the ping pong thing because I'm not a fan of sports manga that much. So, like, I don't care. I know it's amazing. The movie's pretty good, and the manga, the art is phenomenal. I just don't care to own it physically. I love Godzilla. I wish I could buy the gorgeous Blu-ray box set. Dude, yes, I need it. I need that. I've been splurging on Criterion and Arrow releases. That's something I want, but for the price of that set, I could get a bunch of other stuff. So I had to prioritize. And it's not going to go away. It's a huge license. It's not going to go out of print anytime soon. So I'm thinking by the fall sale, November, I think, I'll get it. I'll get the set. Farhan, thank you for joining. Monday, 1:30 a.m. here. And here you are again. Peace and love. Peace and love, buddy. You're reading TMNT Last Ronin. I want to get the hardcover. That I will get. I haven't read it. I want to get the hardcover so it matches with the IDW hardcover collection, which I do have. I think it'll be 2 hardcovers, not 6. Let me check because it originally was. I think it was. I know what you're saying, but because Viz released 2 volumes back in the day, and they canceled it because it wasn't selling that well. But 2021 is totally different. I suspect it will sell pretty damn well. Number 5. Let's see. Number 5 has 8 volumes in Japan, and if I remember correctly, these new editions are 2-in-1s. So it should be 1, 2, 3. Oh, why did I say 6? It should be 4 books to collect the whole thing because it's only 37 chapters. I might be wrong on that. I don't like sports manga that much, but Slam Dunk and Ping Pong are epic. Yeah, those are emblematic titles that you don't have to love sports-themed stories to enjoy them, especially Slam Dunk. It's long, but worth it. I'm going to be real, I haven't read any DC or Marvel since the last issue of 3 Jokers. Literally, manga is better than comics in every shape and form. It tells their stories without pulling punches. The problem I have right now, I'm on a massive Marvel and DC burnout. And it's been going on for more than a year. I kind of got a little bit tired or bored of the cyclical nature of heroes because they're always going to be there. All of us here in the chat, myself included, will be long gone from this earth. God bless. And those heroes will still be rocking and doing the same stories over and over. So I don't know. I want to read stuff that has a conclusion, and indie comics and manga provide that for me. Even with the manga, I don't read a lot of the Shonen Jump material because it's super long and shares a lot of tropes with each other, depending on what you're reading. Like I don't know, Black Clover, One Piece, all these other titles. They're great. Don't get me wrong, but I'd rather read like number five from Matsumoto, stuff like that. That's what I'm really excited about these days. In France, they published the hardcovers in two integral editions. Oof, that's awesome. From the future, yeah, our buddy Farhan from Malaysia. Also, Berserk and Vinland exist. They're the greatest things ever written in the history of existence. So I gave up on comics. I don't give up on comics totally because there's still some really cool stuff, especially on the Euro scene, and Boom's putting out a lot of cool stuff. And I recently bought, oh my gosh, Kill 6 Billion Demons, which is really fun. I really recommend that. It started out as a web comic, and it's essentially about this couple that one night interdimensional monster creatures arrive and they kidnap the couple, or not the couple, sorry, they kidnap the protagonist's boyfriend. So she has to go in to God knows where and save him from being a slave for these races, and it involves like alternate dimensions and religion and mythology, and it's really awesome. The art is kind of groovy and weird and funky, but it feels cool and right. There's a lot of detailed splash pages in the webcomic, and to do that, they publish the comic in magazine format, so it's larger trim size, and it looks really good. You can read it for free on the website, and if you like it, maybe pick up the trade for that. I really recommend it. I made a video on my channel if you want to check it out, spoiler free, on volume 1. I do recommend it. Vinland Saga is amazing, yes sir. Berserk, yes. Berserk is great. However, keep in mind it is a dark fantasy. A lot of people like to hype it up, and others that aren't aware go in thinking it's a universally not universally loved, because it is. They think it's going to be this book that appeals to every single person, and you don't like it, and you end up like feeling like, man, I didn't like it. Is something wrong with me? No, it's just not for you. It's one of the masterpieces of sequential art, modern sequential art, in my opinion. But do keep in mind, if you do want to check it out, it's a dark series. Maybe check out the or no, if you want to check it out, you want to watch the 90s anime to get a feel for it. Maybe you'll like it. Do you think the channel will change its name given that only Jess and Riley collect omnis these days? I don't really have an answer for that, to be honest. I really don't, because it all comes down to branding. You could make a case to change it, but I'm just one voice. I think it's a name synonymous for everybody, not just the host, and not just not Omnibros or fangirls or stuff like that. I think it represents the community. This is like the network for all the collected edition talk. I don't know. That's just my opinion. But good question. I want to collect comics, but space and money are very real problems. Amen, brother. Yep. I constantly keep saying on this channel I don't have room, and I really don't, because most of my Kalax cubes are double stacked, and I hate that. It drives my OCD wild. I hate it. Sorry, Gia, Berserk and Vinland literally killed Western comics for me. Nothing is touching the bar of those two masterpieces set. Yeah, I know. No problem with that. What Boom stuff do you recommend? Boom stuff that I recommend. Let's see. Welcome Back. That's the one with the time travel star-crossed lovers. I think that's what it's called. Uh, oh my gosh, the Al Ewing book. I can't remember the name right now. I'm googling it. Al Ewing Boom comic. We only find them when they're dead. That's a good one. Irredeemable is always great. Something is Killing the Children is also from Boom. I only read one issue of it, and I decided to wait for the hard. I was gonna wait and get the trades, but then they announced the hardcovers recently, so I want to get the deluxe hardcover for that. But if you like sci-fi and space adventures, definitely get We Only Find Them When They're Dead. Art from Simone Di Maio. Fantastic. I would just go digital. Yeah, if you can't get it physically, read it digitally. Focus on collecting the best. Trade sell anything that isn't 10 out of 10 for you. That is also true. I'm currently, I was going to do it yesterday and I forgot, but I need to pull a lot of books that I know I'm not going to reread or I'm not that interested in and see if I sell it online or one of the groups. I don't want to do eBay because of I don't want them taking all those percentage fees and all that stuff. Like, I'm good. But if I can sell it through one of the Facebook groups or maybe locally and stuff like that, I want to do that because essentially I want to add like the best of the best that I enjoy from indie comics and manga on the shelf and leave just a small row for my favorite DC books and a small row for my favorite Marvel books. Right now, it's overflowing with both. Each are double stacked. I love manga, and this is just like a transition period. It happens. We all go through this stuff. Eventually, things will settle down, and who knows? Maybe start getting regular books again and talking more about superheroes and stuff. Who knows? Um, I love I love manga. Sorry, but there are amazing Western comics too. Just look beyond the big two and explore indie titles. Yeah, yeah. I saw a video a long time ago. Somebody was trashing comic books in favor of manga, and I don't agree with that because at the end of the day, they're pretty much the same thing. Comic books, manga, graphic novels, collected sequential art in different parts of the world. They're cousins to each other. And a lot of comic book writers nowadays grew up on manga, so they take inspiration from that. And a lot of manga writers take inspiration from comic book writers as well. So it's unfair to say, oh, this is trash and the other one's great. They all have their ups and downs. I recommend both. If you like the music of Coheed and Cambria, The Armory Wars is a Boom comic that written by Claudio Sanchez. Nice. I've not checked that out. The most depressing thing is seeing or knowing someone who sells parts all of their collection and then they regret it at some point and rebuy most all of it. I can't do that. I'd rather get the money that I need from something else than sell things I'm going to regret. That happened to me twice with the Invincible comics. I sold them and I deeply regretted it. And my Street Fighter comics. I don't have all of them, but I remember selling the hardcovers and I was so sad afterwards. I'm like, damn it, I really wanted to keep that. So I had to rebuy them. And when I did, I believe Invincible was no problem. But when I did for Street Fighter, it was out of print. So I paid a little bit more of cover price. I have a favorite IDW TMNT volume so far. I'm not super up to date, to be honest with you. I need to pick up on that. I like the one with Donnie on the cover. I think that's volume 4 or 6. I don't know. You're reading any new indie comics? I'm finding it hard to get into. Any? Um, let's see. I recently picked up, and it's not new or anything, but Xenozoic from Schultz. That's fantastic. I love that. Black and white art, inspired Cadillacs and dinosaurs. Love it. We only find them when they're dead. I do recommend from Image. One of my favorites is Manifest Destiny. And what was the other one? I have it here on my Comixology thing. The Many Deaths of Layla Starr. Is that how you say it? From Ram V. That's good too. Short mini series. AWA Vault or Aftershock. Yeah, Aftershock. I want to read some of their stuff. I haven't checked that out yet. Mr. Glide, I now have a collection of 200 Blu-ray 4K. I'm thinking about getting into VHS. Wow, that's a rabbit hole. Be careful of that, because getting sealed VHS tapes can get quite expensive. I don't know if you're into that, getting the sealed movies and all that. I know a lot of people do. But I don't know if I could ever go and collect VHS. Obviously for aesthetic purposes, right? Because you're not gonna play the movie when you have the 4K. Which, by the way, I saw something on, I think it was TikTok. Somebody got newer movies and compressed them down and made VHS tapes out of them with original box art and all that stuff. I think it was for Endgame, Avengers Endgame. Like, what the heck am I looking at? Is this like a parallel universe? What's happening? Have you read Immortal Hulk by Ewing? I've really enjoyed it, but wait till the OHCs. I've only read the first oversized hardcover, deluxe edition or whatever it's called. Really enjoyed it. I need to read the rest, but I really enjoyed those first 11, 12 issues. Solid stuff. I thought it was going to be scarier because it was billed as such a horror comic. But then I remembered it's a Marvel Disney property, Hulk. I get it. But I wish it could have been a little bit darker, those first issues. VHS will take up even more space. Yep, it will. That's the same thing that happened to me with the vinyl. I love them. They look gorgeous. But I have no room for that. And that's a rabbit hole I don't want to get into, because I love the video game soundtracks and the movie soundtracks. Those things are expensive. You could easily get one for 32, 34, 40 bucks. I'm like, nah, I'm good. I'll just listen to it on Spotify. Best reason to get VHS is the OG Star Wars VHS movies for the non-remastered versions. Yeah, you could do that. I remember when there was the rumor that Disney was going to publish them. Everybody went wild. I don't think it's going to happen anytime soon, but yeah. I also got my Marvel Legends 75th anniversary Captain America Shield, sorry, out of storage. I'm trying to put it on my wall. That's going to look awesome. I thought figure because they released one based on Alex Ross design, I think, Marvel Legends figure. That looked pretty sweet. They also did one for Iron Man and Thor, right? I'm not crazy. Did they make that based on Alex Ross? Legends Thor, Alex Ross. Yeah, Alex Ross comic. Yeah, okay, cool. I'm not crazy. Let's see. So I pulled up some interesting articles here that I wanted to mention. I think this was published by, who was this? Newsarama, I think. And over half of DC Comics November titles are Batman. Over half. That is insane to me. We always joke around on this channel with the DC love affair when it comes to uh, Batman, but holy crap, guys! Over half of the catalog is just Batman books. It says here to help. Let me pull up the list so you can believe me. Have you read Dan Da Dan? I hear it's pretty good. I've been hearing amazing things. I have the Manga Plus app and I can read it in Spanish. I just have been pretty lazy about it and haven't started yet. But it looks solid. And I've heard fantastic things about that series. I think it's going to be the next huge thing when it comes to edgier, more adult manga. Um, take a look at this list. It's pretty interesting. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see it. Okay, so for context, here's the article. There it is. Okay, so it says here, for those listening and not watching, to help put it in perspective, here's a full list of November's Batman-related titles. Batman the Imposter, 2 issues of Batman, Arkham City, The Order of the World, Batman Urban Legends, I Am Batman, Harley Quinn, Batman Secret Files, The Gardener, Catwoman, Nightwing, Detective Comics, Batman Fear State, Robin and Batman, Gotham City Villains Anniversary Giant, Dark Knights of Steel, Justice League Incarnate, Batman Superman Authority Special, Batman 2021 Annual, Joker Annual as well, a bunch of annuals from Detective Comics, Nightwing, Robin, Batman 89, Batman vs. Bigby, A Wolf in Gotham, Batman Reptilian, Batman Adventures Continue, Season 2, Batman the Detective, DC vs. Vampires, A Future State Gotham, Harley Quinn Animated Series, The Eat Bang Kill Tour, Justice League Last Ride, Legends of the Dark Knight, Pennyworth, Robin, Batman and Scooby-Doo Mysteries, The Joker, Joker's presents a puzzle box, Task Force Z, Teen Titans Academy, Justice League Infinity. That's a lot. Like, I get it. He is such a world renowned fictional character. Everybody loves Batman, but holy smokes, that talk about overkill. And you're wondering why so many other titles get canceled. You're not giving your catalog room to breathe. You're just spamming one character where you literally have such a rich roster of characters over at DC Comics. And I'm pretty damn sure the rest of the solicitations is going to be 5 or 6 Superman books, a couple random oddities, and Justice League books, and Wonder Woman. Yeah, a couple Green Lanterns. That's it. No Aquaman, no the Dark Universe stuff. Like, I don't know. I just think it's overkill. I think it ultimately, I mean, they're going to make money because the Batman fanboys are rabid and they love the character no matter what. They're going to read all that stuff. That's great. More power to them. But I think it's going to hurt the brand and all the other characters. People are going to forget about these characters. And look at this. December. Imposter, 1 Dark Knight, Robin and Batman, Dark Knights of Steel 2, Tista Season to be Freezing. That's funny. Batman Catwoman, Batman The Adventures Continue Season 2, Urban Legends, Bat Magazine, Joker, Arkham City. I don't know, guys. I think it's crazy. Also, I find it pretty funny that they're doing Robin and Batman instead of Batman and Robin. Like, okay, that's a new title, I guess. But what do you guys think? Overkill? I'm so tired of Batman and even more so of the Joker. Yeah, they need to cool it. Honestly, I'm done. I wish they treated Swamp Thing and Constantine that way, right? Keep in mind, Aquaman, not that I'm a fanboy, because I am, but Aquaman, how do I say this? His movie is the highest selling DC movie in history. No books coming out. I think they have the Black Manta book. They have one for Calderon, Aqualad, but the main Aquaman title, I think, is on a hiatus for the time being. I really I don't understand. I don't really think DC has made and actually good new characters in the last few years. What do you think? I haven't been keeping in touch with the new characters, but I can agree to that. I know about Punchline, and people hated that character. Batman is busy in November. Yeah, right. Not to mention all the collected editions. Simon Baz, Jessica Cruz, Teen Lantern, and Joe Molian. All great characters made in the past decade or so. DC just hates Green Lantern now that Jeff Johns isn't writing. I love Jessica Cruz. She is amazing. Uh, Underrated character. Love her. A good book is a good book, regardless of who's in it. A couple of these new Batman titles look interesting. True. Not gonna lie, Robin and Batman intrigues me. I wonder if the younger audiences buy Batman. They read manga for a reason. It's not a future-proof strategy to not invest in new stories, characters, and artists. Yes, and then I just laugh that when they try new things, older fans get upset, and then you cater to the older audience because they're the ones supporting your sales, and it gets kind of redundant and cyclical. Like I saw the news about Tim Drake, it did not bother me one bit. I do not understand why people were upset about the news. Like, so what? It's good to have that. It adds an extra layer to the character, and you can develop and create new stories based on that. Then go forward with that. If you don't like it, don't read it. But you don't have to make a fuss about it and yell and I don't know. I just thought it was weird and dumb. Batman Reptilian. That one I do want to read. I am a big fan of Killer Croc. I have to admit. When DC tries something new, they cancel it too soon. Yeah, that's true. Although I am interested in what's the name of this thing? Oh shoot, I saw it here. Obviously, I will be reading Batman versus Bigby. I'm a huge Fables fan. DC versus Vampires looks fun, and Task Force Z, which is zombies, looks really cool too. But the one I'm missing here, and I read it earlier. What the hell? This one, Dark Knights of Steel. This is a new black. I don't know if it's a Black Label book. Uh, is it a Black Label? Because I know we can't use the word else worlds anymore. Let me let me share the screen again here. Sorry. So here's another series coming out from fan favorite Tom Taylor, right? New 12-issue limited series pairs Taylor with artist Yasmin Putri and reimagines Batman along with several other DC heroes in the context of the medieval setting. Sorry. DC's Elseworld line has turned its characters into pirate, samurai, and Victorian era vigilantes in the past, but this time we'll see them don new sets of armor for a quest inspired by Taylor's favorite fantasy epics. Along the way, we'll have new versions of Batman, Superman, Wonder Woman, Harley Quinn, and even Black Lightning. This is. How can I highlight? Oh my gosh. These pages, I swear. How do I. Is this it? Oh, we do have a preview. Nice. Okay. So this looks cool. I will admit it's Batman related, but if they're able to capture the magic of what they did with Demon Knights and inject that into this title, I think it's going to be fun. And the art looks solid too. I dig it. I don't know why he needs pointy ears for his helmet, but whatever. I'm not going to judge. Yeah, look at that. 12 issues. Hopefully, um, it's great and people love it, and they decide to expand and make 100 variants and spit-off titles out of this. But that is what I like to see when it comes to Elseworlds. DC has almost turned Black Label into Batman for adults label. Yeah, Gabe is always making that joke. It's Black Label is just Batman books, edgier titles, a little bit more violence, more language here and there. I don't know. On the subject of Aquaman, we do have King of Atlantis animated miniseries coming out either end of this year or next year on HBO Max. I will check that out. I love the art style. A lot of traditional uh, comic book fanboys were like, "Wait, what is this? It looks weird." I'm like, "Nah, it looks cool." Embrace the weirdness. It's very uh, modern Cartoon Network esque animation. I dig it. I just found all the volumes of Mushishi in a secondhand bookstore for 20. What? And they are like so rare, so I'm pretty excited. My dude, what? That's a great find. Mushishi, man. I wish that could get reprinted. Like, uh, come on. I'm making a list to make like a top reprinted or top manga that we want reprinted for the manga segment here on the channel, and that's on there. I want to see Mushishi again. I love the show. I love the anime, but come on, we gotta have that again. It's too cool. Yes, throw Superman a bone there at least. Mushishi is super expensive. Yes, how much are they going for it right now? Let me check. Let me be shocked and surprised. Mushishi manga. If you're wondering what the hell is Mushishi, what the hell am I talking about? It's essentially a story about this doctor in folklorish, fantastical version of Japan with creepy crawlies and strange phenomena and kind of yokai inspired stories. Really wonderful series. The anime was amazing. Same with the manga, but the volumes are really out of print. Like I'm looking right now, somebody's selling the first three for almost $300. That's how crazy expensive it is. Look at this guy. 1 through 5 plus 7, rare out of print, $989. You can keep those books, son. Nobody's gonna buy that. Hopefully they decide to reprint. I don't think it will actually, if they do reprint it, I don't think it will sell in massive droves. But still, you got to reprint it. There is money there left on the table. I think it would sell. Not as like My Hero Academia type levels, but still. What do you think of 20th Century Boys? I haven't read all of it, but it is a great series from Urasawa, and Urasawa has an excellent catalog. I highly recommend it. Pick it up if you can. Did you watch Ava? Not yet. I watched like the first 5 minutes of it at work on my phone. I'm like, no, I gotta wait. I want to watch it on my TV and all that stuff, and immerse myself in that world again, because it's been a while since we saw the third movie. I think 9 years or something like that, and I haven't rewatched them. I still remember what happened, so I don't need to go back. But I'll try and watch that today, if not tomorrow. I don't know. It was expensive even back in 2012, right? That's insane. But let me let's see. Hmm. Yeah. Let's see what it's sold for. Sold listings. Oh my gosh! Somebody bought 5 of the volumes for $370, and that was recently, a couple days ago. What the hell? Somebody was offering them for $1,000 and made an offer. I wonder how much they got it for. Uh, Damn, people are crazy, bro. 2, 3, 4, 6, 7 out of print. Rare. 4 are first prints. Second is second printing. I don't know. For $300. Damn, people are impatient. I get it. We don't know if it's gonna be reprinted or not, but it probably will. I always assume everything will be reprinted. It just takes a while. So, yeah. Ooh, there's another book I do recommend. Let me make this up a little bit bigger there. There is another book I do recommend, and that is Shigeru Mizuki's Kitaro. If you like yokai and creepy stories and all that stuff, definitely get those. The drawn and quarterly books are still readily available. Only 7 volumes. There is a larger trim-sized book that I need to get, but that one is out of print. And the only offer I saw was somebody asking like twice the amount, so I didn't grab it. Manga needs some type of print on demand or limited run series for some out of print series. They're doing that with Tokyo Pop. Works like that a little bit. They're putting out what was the anime that they recently asked if they wanted to see more of, or the manga? Sorry, was it Aria? Something like that. Yeah, a limited run type company doing out of print stuff. More of that, please. Kitaro is super cute. The art is amazing. I wish they publish it in a larger format. Same. Yep. I don't like that they're just select stories and not necessarily in chronological order, but I'll take it. And they put a lot of care into printing that stuff. And if you're wondering, you're watching this video and you're wondering what the hell is Kitaro, it's essentially a really famous story from the late 60s, I want to say, early 70s. Legendary mangaka Shigeru Mizuki, basically like the the Osamu Tezuka for yokai. He really loved that stuff and expanded the lore and the stories about yokai and made it into his implemented into his work about this young kid Kitaro, part of the Ghost Clan, as he's hunting down and fighting and settling disputes between monsters and protecting the innocent, all that stuff. Definitely recommend Nonomba if you like Kitaro. There you go. Mushishi manga. Wow, dude, that's a lot. That's a lot of money. You know how much crap I can get done with $1,300, and to spend it on books? Like, come on, bro. I'm surprised. Oh my god, it has not been picked up after Dark Horse lost the license. That is an influential series, definitely. That is one of my most wanted series on reprinted. And if they ever do deluxe editions, whatever company decides to do a deluxe edition, I think Oh My Goddess would be a fun one to have in oversized format. So, speaking of oversized format and books, let me remind you once again that a lot of the books that we have been talking about on today's stream, you can get it at InStockTrades.com, our wonderful sponsor, where you can get your omnibus, trade paperbacks, hardcovers, manga, and so much more. Basically, whatever collected edition you need, you're probably going to find it there. Just keep looking. Up to 50% off, loyalty discounts, tack on an extra percent to that. And if you order $50 or more in your collected editions order, you get free shipping. Awesome customer service and wonderful packaging at InStockTrades.com. Is the Mobile Suit Gundam Origins manga good? Is it a good jumping on point for somebody who only saw 1 or 2 episodes of the show from the 90s? Yeah. It's basically a retelling in manga format of the Gundam Origin OVAs, which take place in the Universal Century timeline. Universal Century timeline is essentially what the Marvel Universe is to us when it comes to reading comics about Marvel characters. There's a long history of stuff that happens, and it's all interconnected and all that fun stuff. So the OVAs expand on a certain character within that, and they also retell the story. Perfectly fine to jump in and experience the Gundam lore through that. And if you like it, which I'm pretty sure you will, consider picking up the movie trilogies and the OVAs and stuff like that, which are great as well. So I do recommend it, Hooniverse. I feel luckier by the minute, but also that I should sell them when I read them. If you're not gonna keep them and you can make a profit out of it, go for it. Or if you want to trade it for something else that's super rare, then yeah, picked them up throughout 2019 and the beginning of 2020. One of the volumes was hard to find, but luckily, a few months ago, I finally found it for a good price. Yeah, I think they're all, save for one or two, they're all easy to get. And let me check. I think it's still available. Um, Random Origin Manga. Let's see. Yeah, yeah. Volume 3 looks to be out of stock, but you can find it. I need to finish getting that. I follow the Universal Century in anime, but I don't have all of the manga. But I do recommend reading it. Oh, you meant Oh My Goddess. Well, it still applies to Mobile Suit Gundam. They're all available. So happy coincidence. All right. Well, folks, that is about it. I'm going to wrap up this Q&A for today. Have some other stuff going on that I need to attend. Thank you, everybody. Let's take Dark Knight Steel out of here because they're not sponsoring this show. So thank you, everybody, for tuning in. We'll be back tomorrow night for hauls, reads, previews, all that wonderful stuff. Our favorite show of the week, and more FOMO buying extravaganza from yours truly. So look forward to that. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. Thank you to all the wonderful chatters for asking fantastic, fabulous questions. You guys are amazing. Thank you for supporting the Omnibus Collectors Network and Omnibros Live. I think Fangirls will be on tonight, so please check out that show as well at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, I think. So check that out. Support the girls and their amazing work over there. As for me, I'll be back tomorrow, like I said, with the hauls and previews. Remember to follow the channel if you haven't. If this is your first time, subscribe. So yeah, you can see more content like this. And then on Thursday, we'll be back with a manga, not manga, sorry, a comic book discussion topic. So thank you, everybody. God bless. Stay safe out there. Thank you, everybody, for tuning in. See you on the next show. Where is that outro that I always use? Here it is. All right. Thank you to our sponsor and everybody else. God bless.